6:05. Wow. Okay. Why do you want to do 6:05?
Because there's no other logical time.
Okay.
Make sure you subscribe. And if you don't,
And I'll add in the comments. I'll put as you talk. I'll add those things.
add what?
I can add the link. Yay. Here. You can say something.
Make sure you subscribe. I'm watching you. I can see you through this camera on my mom's phone.
Yay.
I can see you. Make sure you go subscribe.
Awesome, and I'm adding that.
Donate to our charity. Yeah. Alright, so on the link in the description, in the link in the comments, you can see our charity of choice to the SPCA of Franklin County or something.
And why are we doing that?
Because, I guess they have not the greatest funding, so.
No, we're doing that because we adopted Baker, right?
So we're biased now?
No, we're just trying to help them because they were very awesome in our adoption process, and they have a lot of animals over there who need foster.
So let me tell
and
you the
you can
story.
donate.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
go
you.
ahead.
So we went to the Wake County thing, and we waited for 2 weeks to get to just say, oh yeah, somebody already adopted them. Then we go to SPCA of Franklin County, and then we get to as soon as possible, like instant, like in a few days. And they're like, yeah, we can bring 2 cats to your place. And you're like, that's great. So we get 2 cats. It was this girl, Cora, or Baker. We choose Baker.
Yay. So it was very nice of them. They actually, the volunteer, Tara, drove all the way here.
And now we're with 3 kids. That's horrible.
Yeah, to bring us the pet, because with COVID they're shut down, so
Yeah.
you only have by appointment, and they drive all the way
Well,
there. Okay,
So make sure you guys donate to there if you want. It's
let me
not-
hold that so I can hold it and say a couple more things. Okay, go ahead, let's start.
Alright, so we're gonna welcome everyone to KMT Talk series. Where we talk
Episode-
about, wait, no.
Episode
I'm doing
6.
I'm doing the introduction here.
Okay.
Where we talk about fitness and stuff like that, and health. So, welcome to episode 6 of KNT Talk series.
Okay.
I am Tristan, and this is my mom. Whatever you want to call her, it's your choice. Alright, let's get on
Right.
with episode 6, where we talk about workout routine. So,
Workout routine.
I'm going to start us off. I'm going to explain why you should have a basic workout routine if you want to try and stay in shape.
Yeah, sorry if we have any noise around us. It's
A baker.
adjusting to
Alright,
everything.
so let me talk about the topic and explain why it is
And
important.
what's the topic? Sorry, I'll copy the
Workout
topic.
routine.
How to create your own fitness routine,
Yeah, so
and
tell me.
our questions that we had. Do you struggle to figure out how to create your workout? Are you overwhelmed with all the options out there? YouTube videos, apps, workout programs, there are a lot of them. Like,
Etc.
what is the best choice for you based on your fitness goals, your weight, your physical mobility, and your lifestyle? So you need to take all
Okay.
of those items in consideration. And Tristan will share his point of view of.
First, let me tell them why it's important for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Because before we get into anything, you need to know why it is important for you and your body. So let me tell you why it's important for your daily life. Here's why: because you need some physical activity, and a workout routine. A weekly workout routine is a very recommended thing, as it gives you that daily physical activity, making it extremely beneficial.
Yeah.
I got the sprayer, man.
I get it.
Alright, so yeah, and moving on, as I said, is extremely beneficial for your body if you do it on a 3 to 4 days a week. If you do the basic steps we're going to be talking about in this episode, if you do it around 3 to 4 weeks, 3 to 4 times a week is recommended. That's what we say. I mean, you can choose. If you want to go a little more like 5 times, that's always optional. So, yeah. Moving on, we're going to start on to the fact, how do you actually make your own routine? Well, that's what we're going to talk about now.
Yeah, how we make our own routine, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, we need to figure out, it's very hard to start a new thing, right? And we've been talking for the last couple of episodes about how it's difficult to build a new habit. There are research out there that to build a new habit, you need to have about 21 days because your brain learns and adds that new behavior into your daily routine. How you can continue and create long-term sustainable changes in your life. That's one thing. Then we talked about body image and self-image, and it was an interesting topic to see the difference between the two terms and how those affect our fitness goals and in general our healthy lifestyle. It's important how we see ourselves and how we feel, and those are always connected. So how we can create a fitness routine. It's quite easy, and there are 5 steps, but there are a lot of things involved in it. In a nutshell, you need to kind of be real with yourself first, right?
Yes.
And say why you want to start a fitness routine. You need to have the why, right? We're in 2021, fitness goal that everybody has right now is to lose weight, right? Everybody wants to lose weight. They get over the holidays. They want to lose weight. They want to become toned in their arms and their belly. So that's the thing. Some people actually want to have performance. So there you have athletes and you have people that actually want to gain more power and strength. So they have a different program. So it depends on what fitness goals you have. You have a different programming. So if you just go out there and say, hey, I want to start a fitness routine, and you go on YouTube and just pick up random videos, that will not help you with your fitness goals.
Talk about how you can create your own fitness routine.
Because if you keep randomly picking up different videos that you think that you can do them, it's great. You actually complete a workout, but that is not consistency. It depends. You need to have a strategic way of how you plan and create your workout routine to actually have positive results and accomplish your fitness goals. So as a beginner, intermediate, or somebody who has been out of fitness or you didn't work out for more than a month or more than 2 weeks, it takes a while for you to get back. And so you answer your why you want to start a fitness routine. And you need to be real with you. Yes, and remember it's that 80-20 rule. So fitness is only
20%
workout, and 5% of that is genetics. So it's only 15% it's a workout routine. Everything else is all the other habits, your sleeping patterns, your eating patterns, your stress level, and how you see yourself, that self-image, going back to that episode. If you want to check it out, it's on YouTube. Subscribe to YouTube channel, right? It's there. It's there, and it's on our group.
We will change your
page.
name in the future to BFH because it's way too long.
Or maybe we'll change something else.
Or
We'll figure it. And you can change our group page or a K&T Talk series. So we have fun stuff there. We post. We'll get more committed as of next week. We've been hectic with some things, and we were in the process of doing the adoption, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So linking how, so you answer your why question, then you move to the next step, which is how. And in the how step, you have, in the how process, you have those 4 steps. Because first of all, the first step is why. and you kind of need to get real with you, because it's easy to say that you want to just lose weight. You can lose weight, and you actually can gain more muscle, more strength, more power. So it just really depends. And you need to be realistic of how much weight you want to lose, and just have realistic expectations. So that's something that I tell everybody off the bat, because I'm an advocate of creating new long-term sustainable habits instead of just quick fixes and short-term solutions that never work. So anyway, going on how to create a fitness routine, and we have 4 steps here. First of all, if you have not been in a gym setting, or you want to start a home workout or outdoor workout, remember, you always want to start with the full body workout. Full body workout means you want to work out your upper body, you want to work out your lower body, and you want to work out your core. So your body has three sliced sides, and in a nutshell, that you'll need to work out. So upper body, core is the abs area, the lower body is your legs.
Let me explain why.
Why?
It is
go ahead.
extremely important for you to just start on all body, full body. Yeah, sorry, I just forgot for a second. But yeah, full body workouts are extremely important when you're starting off fitness, simply due to the fact that if you just work out, I'm just gonna work out my upper body, you're gonna be like all jacked here, but you're gonna be struggling in the legs, because the legs are the ones that pull in all that weight. And it's the same with the legs. If you want to start off,
so you need to work out equally. Yes.
Because you want them to both develop at the same pace. Because if they develop differently, like when you start to get more advanced, you can start working on more isolated workouts. But until then, you just need to start on a bunch of full body workouts.
Right.
For about like a few months at least.
Yeah, and it's about, and Trish is actually right. So the first, you always start with 3 to 4 weeks programming. Then you reassess, readjust, and add more sets, more weights, or redesign your current workout, because we all are hitting plateaus. That's normal. And we also have setbacks, and we have also linear progression and those setbacks. So it's really important to be mindful that you will not progress linearly, that it's undulated, so it's up and down progress.
A roller coaster.
It is a roller coaster, and you always need to adjust, assess, work on your weaknesses, improve your form, mobility, and movement. So going back to what Tristan said, yes, it's very true. If you get back in your routine, you want to start with the full body workout, because you want to hit every part of your body. You want to do exercises for your upper body, you want to do exercises for your core area, which is very important for your posture. It's very important for all the stabilizers, and also improves your lower back and helps you with that, with any strains that you have on lower back, and of course doing your lower body. So we have those 3 areas that we need to focus. Okay, so we kind of broke it down. So how should you do? You can simply start with 1 exercise per each area. And you can start with any exercise that you're comfortable or you did before. So that's my first advice to you. That's the easiest way to go. If you feel that you are more advanced and you just had an injury and sickness, and you have not been in the gym for a while, or you want to start a workout, you can go with you can add a weight, you can add a resistance band, you can add an assistance loop. There's so many resistance bands out there. You can use dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever you have available out there, or you can just go with the body weight and
just double the sets, or like
double the sets.
Or just do like a half times the amount, like you said, of 2 sets of this, and do 3 sets.
Yes,
Something
and
like that.
you are reducing your break. So anyway, let's just slow it down again. So again, the first step is, remember, the areas, upper body, core, lower body. You can start with 1 exercise per each area. Nice and simple. Remember, also adding on top of that, you want to make sure you have a push and pull movement. So there are two different ones, so push movement and pull movement. So you need to remember those two things. You can research more about it, and I can discuss push movement. You do a shoulder press or a bicep curl. A pull is, you know, we push the door. So this is everything goes in hand with our daily activities. So we push the door, we pull the door. So we need to exercise those movements so we have a nice quality of life and we maintain a healthy range of motion. We also want to rotate our body. We want to do a single leg movement, us walking on the stairs. So all those basic movements that need to be part of those three areas. So just kind of keep in mind, we're kind of adding things to it. So let's say, for example, you want to work the upper body. What will you want to do? You can go with the easiest for females. I guess guys like it too. You can go with the bicep curl. For guys, the like hammer curls. That's the term. So you can go with the bicep curl, and you just want to go with a simple row, and you have a push and a pull. You have them out there, or you can go with the shoulder press and a row. You have it. So you have two exercises for the upper body. For core, you can start with the basic sit-up, crunch, whatever you want to call it. You can add a plank if you want to do that, or you can do, what else can you do? You can do leg raises for the core, specifically for the core. So you have a lot of exercises out there. I'm just talking about basic exercises. For lower body, you can do a walking lunge, simply with just your body weight. You can go up and do a side lunge, and you can do also a curtsy lunge, which is the interior movement. And why I'm saying about all those basic movements, because they're really important. They work that one side of your body and actually improves your muscles, improves your mobility, and engages the entire lower leg muscle structure. So engages your quads, which is the front leg, engages your back muscles, which is the hamstrings, calves, and also the glutes. So there are, like I said, there's just a couple exercises, and if you want to just add 2 exercises per each area, that'll be great. Of course, this isn't the perfect situation that you do not have any injuries, you do not have any specific condition that kind of stops you from doing those exercises. They always rehab exercises that you can enhance and work on that area, right? So that's where I will start. So first step is assessing your areas. Remember, you can have 1 exercise or 2. If you want to start with 1, simple. So you have 3 exercises, 1 for upper, 1 for lower, and 1 for the core. So here you go, you have already 3 exercises from the beginning in your workout routine, yeah, that you are creating for yourself. So if you know your best and you know you have rounded shoulders, that means you need to work your chest area in your back. So you need to strengthen your back muscles as well and your chest. So it's not only working one area, you need to work both areas. So what means that your chest area is very tight and your mid-back is overstretched, so you need to pull those shoulder blades back and down, doing that row movement, also doing the bench press, chest press, anything to do with pushing, dumbbells, resistant band, whatever you want to do. We're doing basic push-ups, right? Pull, push, and pull. So you can do push-ups, floor push-ups, bench push-ups,
Push-ups.
in any form, knee, reverse push-up, negative push-ups. You can start with that if you have not been doing. So negative push-ups is when you go down.
Oh, like this.
Yes, so you go down, then you're not lifting and sitting in that position. So there are a lot of variations. You can do pull-ups, you can do assisted pull-ups, you can use the assisted pull-up machine. So here you go. You just already have from the back, you have 2 exercises. For core area, the basic one is a crunch. I know a lot of people have lower back issues. If the crunch is not really your call, you can do a reverse crunch. You can use a balance bowl to do a half crunch, because you really don't need to go 90 degrees all the way through. You really need to hit that 45 to 65 and actually round your vertebra at a time, so you can engage those abs. You can do just planks, a hold of 30 seconds, couple sets, and you're good to go. There's just so many out there. You can do a jackknife or there, like I said, there's so many bikes. I'll just count, and you can see, like I said, you want to start for the ab area, for the core, and we're not talking only about the abs. When we're talking about the core, we're talking about, of course, the rectus abdominis, which are the six-pack, let's say, but we also talk about the deep core, the stabilizers, the obliques, so everything that keeps our rib cage together. All those muscles are really important for our postures, for our health, for our spine, so balancing our front area with the back, front and back. So, like I said, for core, you can always rely on the floor, so you start all the exercises on the floor because you want to have a low impact on your body. And for leg exercises, like I said, walking lunges, side lunges / lateral lunges, curtsy lunges, forward lunges, jumping, step ups. So you have so many options.
Yes, the leg has a lot of variety.
And you have a huge muscle structure. And of course, if you want to do glute workout, you can add a glute bridge, a hip thrust, and more there. So deadlift, anything else, and you can use dumbbells or just use assisted bed. So like I said, if you add one exercise per each area, you already have 3 exercises. So 3 exercises. You always want to start if you are in the building session, so you are a beginner or maybe between beginner and intermediate, you always want to ease up in a workout routine. You want to start with a set of 1 to 15 reps. 1 to 15 reps with the moderate weight or your body weight. So you want to go 1 to 15, and if you feel good, you can go 1 to 20 reps per set. You always want to add 2 sets per exercise. Why 2 sets? Because the first set, your body kind of learns the form and warms up, and the second set, you're actually challenging your body, and by adding an extra set, you're keeping more stimulus on your muscle, which means since the nervous system, the muscles are sending to your nervous system signal, hey, by the way, we're engaging this muscle like it's like a sponge. So the nervous system is sending that information back. That's when you get more blood supply, more nutrients to that area. So that's how you get that area growth. Yeah, and that's how you that muscle starts growing, right? Slowly or toning. So that's one thing. What else? So we said 1 to 15 reps or 1 to 20, 2 sets, lightweight or body weight. Like I said, you can start with body weight and just add extra sets. For the first 3 weeks, I'll advise you always to go with 2 sets. Don't add too much because you don't want to overdo your body, but you still want to practice not only the exercise, you want to practice the movement correctly, the movement and the form. Engaging the right muscles, the right form, the right angles. So there are a lot of things that you need to look at. And if you want to start actually videotaping yourself and just checking yourself in the mirror, that is a really good thing because you are watching your form and seeing if you're not, if you have any imbalances, if you shift to one side, which means you're shifting to right or left, or you are or you're leaning forward. So those are the items that you want to kind of look at and analyze, and if you need more advice moving forward, you always have a lot of fitness trainers out there, or a lot of videos that tells you what that imbalance is on YouTube.
If you don't know how to, if you're struggling on how to figure out how to actually do something, you can just go on YouTube or like go on Google and see how the movement is on some website or something like that.
Right.
Yep. That's pretty much.
Yeah, so you'll do in the light body weight 115 or 1 to 20, and don't forget to drink water in between. You want to do a rest of 30 seconds to 90 seconds because you're at the beginner. You don't want to shorten that rest period between the sets because you really want to rest your muscle before you jump in the second set. So remember, this is a workout routine that you need to do for 3 or 4 weeks, then you start adding more into it. You want to be consistent. The key is being disciplined and consistent. I know it's very difficult with the hectic schedule that everybody has. You need to kind of motivate yourself and be real with yourself and ask yourself, hey, when can I add a fitness routine in my life? So in my schedule, right? You can do it in the morning, lunchtime, evening, whatever fits with you. You want to make sure you add, if you add a full body workout routine, you want to add it twice a week, max 3 times. And every time you do a full body routine, you want to do a rest period between the next day. And when you do a rest period, you want to do a light activity. Light activity means walking, biking, or you can do yoga practice or stretching, whatever you want to do. Okay, so going back, how to create your workout routine. So we talked about the areas, we talked about the movements, one exercise, so those things. Now remember, what else we adding to that how? We want to make sure that we are warming up before we actually starting the workout.
Like stretching.
Then we are cooling off. So what is a warm-up routine? Warm-up routine, what it does to you. First of all, it's a very fast movement. It can be a jumping movement.
Like jumping jacks.
Siding, yes. Jumping squats, sides, high knees. There's so many out there. So any warm-up routine, or you can, if you have a Peloton, if you have an elliptical at home, you have a treadmill, you can run for 5 minutes. That gets your heart rate up. The oxygen is pumping in your system. The oxygen goes through your veins. It fills up the muscles, so you already have that supply coming, right? Which is great. And you want to do it 5 to 10 minutes. So warm-up routine, whatever you want to do. Remember, it's a fast movement because you want to keep that heart rate and you want to warm up all the joints. If you do any, and Tristan mentioned, like you do jumping jacks or high knees or squat jumps, airplanes, whatever you want to do out there, there's so many warm-up drills. You want to make sure that you are doing them for 30 to 45 seconds. They're fast-paced, fast move. It just gets your blood flowing. It warms up all the joints, it wakes up your body, so it's really good. And it puts you in a good mood because you actually start getting more oxygen to your brain, and you start having that good, your adrenaline is going on.
Adrenaline, not adrenaline.
Yeah, and you are all hyped up, right?
So let me talk about something else that's very important. Cool down. Hold on.
I know, but I didn't finish with the cool off, right?
You said
Cool warm up. Do we have anything else? 30 to 45 seconds, 5 to 10 minutes. That's your warm up routine.
Yeah.
And that comes before you're starting your full workout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we're going on to the thing you do after.
Yeah.
So,
and also warm up is called dynamic stretch. So there are some terms that you want to research when you want to build your workout. For warm up, and the movement that you can research online are called dynamic stretches. So that's what that is called in fitness. Go ahead.
So cool down is
Cool down. Yeah. Okay.
Cool down is, something that you end off your workout with, so you don't get cramps the next day.
Yeah.
Like stretching and basic stuff like so.
Okay. So for the cool off, the stretch that we're doing. So any stretches that we, let's say the figure 4.
Just do some full body stretches. Like,
yes.
At least do like 2 stretches that focus on all types of your body.
Yeah.
Like
and
2.
right. Yeah. So regular stretch, shoulder stretch. You want to hold that stretch, that specific position for 45 seconds to up to 2 minutes. So that's the optimal hold for a cool off, because the longer you hold it, you lengthen that muscle that has been crunched in
And that's how you get cramps.
tense. So you want to lengthen the muscle. So that's when you do that cool off routine. You'll go 45 seconds to 2 minutes, and you'll have deep breaths. You can use a wall for stretching. You can use only the floor. You can use a door frame. You can use a lot of bands if you need to. Always hip area is the very important area to cool off, because we are so over tense in our quad area, which also is called the hip flexors, a quad with our deep core. So we're so tense in this area, and we want to lengthen that by cooling off. So hip area is very important, right? So we'll do that. Remember, cool off 45 seconds to 2 minutes. You can add 3 poses, whatever stretches you want to use. There's so many out there. Those stretches are called also static stretches because you're not performing the moving in a fast mode. You're holding that position for 45 seconds or more. So just remember, so you have warm up, right? You have full body workout, then you have cool up. So you already build up your workout. So you don't need to go in the gym and figure out as you go. You actually can write it out.
Yes, you can do it all at home.
Yes.
So let me explain some things that you should do on next to your workout. So things like everyone today is like a walk or something like a bike ride. These are some things that can also be very beneficial. Walking is just to get a nice breath of air, and it also works your legs and stretches them. It's a very beneficial thing to do. It's recommended every 1 to 2 days. Yeah.
Or you can do a run outside for a mile or 2. So that is also a workout routine, and that's a cardio workout. So what we're talking about here, we're talking about more of strength training, adding some weight or resistance is your body weight. So it's up to you.
Like the days you're not doing something like actually
a full
doing
body workout.
Like the workout routines we've just explained, how you can create them and do all that.
Yeah.
You can do a nice run or a walk, something like that, or a bike ride.
Yeah.
Like add a nice twist into it so it isn't just.
Yeah, it doesn't. And
It's not just
like I said,
that
you
all the time.
you want to make a rest, take a rest between those days that you're doing a full body workout, or you can take a class at the gym if you
yoga or something.
So there's so many things out there. If you are feeling that you're not a beginner and you're in an intermediate level, I still consider myself an intermediate. I don't consider myself an advanced.
Personal trainer.
So I think advanced is when you don't have any weaknesses, any imbalances in your body. I consider myself an intermediate, and I'm very proud of it. And I am working towards gaining my strength and gaining my power. So I actually have a workout routine based on how I gain the power and strength in the moment. So that's where I want to perfect. And also kind of narrow down on my weaknesses, and it's always something to improve and work on. So mobility, and this is where mobility comes in. So mobility is very important. That's what improves your range of motion. A range of motion meaning executing a movement from point A to point Z and not having any limitation like an injury, impingement in your joints.
Point A to point B.
Point Z, because it's all the way. So that 360 movement.
Yeah, but it's point A to point B.
Thank you.
Don't say
I wanted to see. That's what I
original.
said. Original.
Authenticity.
Authenticity. Thank you so much.
Authenticity.
So we did a full body workout. Remember, you need to drink water in between. Tools to keep you motivated and engaged during the workout. Awesome music. Make sure you add a cool playlist of songs that you like, something that has a nice
It gets your heart pumping.
Yes, you want to have a cool workout list. I use different PlayStations.
PlayStations? You don't have a PlayStation?
Stations, yeah, on Pandora. Or when I do heavy lifting, I do heavy metal because I like the drum of it. Just the guitar just keeps me going. So there are a lot of things. A lot of people use different things when they do different workouts. So music, water, what else? Make sure you have comfortable gear. So gym workout, even if you do a home workout, please wear your shoes, your gym shoes. You always need to wear your shoes. You can go barefooted, but what happens is if you have any imbalances, it actually
ruins your ankle.
Yes, and actually what it does, it accentuates those imbalances. So you want to be careful. If you're not doing a yoga practice and you're actually doing a full body workout, whether you're adding any weight or your body weight, you want to wear your shoes. So remember that, shoes mat, you want to have a towel. So those are the things that you want to have. Good temperature, so you don't want to be in 75 and sweating like crazy. You want to have a comfortable,
nice, chilly, like 60.
Yes. Environment, so you actually are not just sweating because it's very hot in the air, because your heart rate just went off 130.
Because sweating is actually it increases how quickly you get dehydrated. So it's better to sweat less. Like in the colder temperature, you'll have a less percentage, like a less amount of sweat per
Yeah, but
Minutes
you're still consuming a lot of energy.
But
And also
less.
you want to keep your workout as short as possible because that means you'll be more consistent and more engaged in it.
Yes.
So remember, if you're starting a workout routine, it needs to be less than 45 minutes. So 30 is ideal.
Yeah.
If you want to go lower than that, that's fine too. That means you need to cut your rest because it's not how many exercises you can do, it's how you do the exercise, how's your
many
core,
you do
how's
it.
your move. So it's not the quantity, it's the quality. Remember that. It's the quality, not the quantity.
But then you can add the quantity.
You can add the quantity as you progress. You don't have any impingement, you feel comfortable, you can add more weight, you can add another set, or you can challenge yourself. And here is when we go more advanced. So we had about 3 steps, I guess. So we'll go in the last one. So we had 1 on 10, 4.
Moving on to the...
So 5 and final step. So final step is refining your technique. So after 3 or 4 weeks, you're done with your basics. You want to reassess, see where you're at. You know you can do more. How you continue. This is a big question. How you continue that habit. It is your decision. You are in charge. Nobody else can force you to work out. That is your own will. It's your self-care, self-love, whatever you want to call it. It's not a punishment. It's you being healthy. It's your investment towards your health, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, because you are in control of that. So the last step is you want to refine and reassess yourself after 3 or 4 weeks. So that's when you're adding those isolated workout routines, or you concentrating on your upper body, or you concentrating on your lower body, and you are moving in a push and pull movement as well. Or you can do isolated exercises and compound exercises, which I guess I confuse a lot of people, or maybe not. So you can start just with the basic squat, add some dumbbells, and that is a compound exercise that works for your entire body. And you can do a squat, just a regular squat. You can do a single leg squat. You can do a straddle squat. You can do a leg stand squat. So there's different variation squat. You know, sumo, you're still working your entire body. So only if you add 1 compound exercise in your 3 exercises, you already have 4 and you're good to go. Mm-hmm. So remember that. So compound exercise, that means it works not only one specific muscle, it has a primary mover, but it works your entire body. So we have the squat. Is 1 compound exercise. We have overhead press or military press, works your entire chest area, your shoulders, in your upper back. That's another compound exercise. Deadlift, another known. You can use dumbbells, you can use resistance bands, resistance loops, so you have a lot of options to use there. And what else? And you can, another one, a glute bridge is a compound exercise, and it's a really low impact because it's very close to the ground. Right, so you have compound exercises and you have isolation exercises. They're more advanced or more for intermediate. So if you want to work a specific muscle group, then you want to sculpt, that's when you do isolation.
Yes, I think we should start ending off here.
Yeah, so there's some things to think about it. Maybe we'll add more. So we talk about those things. Remember, it always is based on your lifestyle. I know we're all busy. I know we're parents, we have jobs, we have responsibilities. It is your time, it's your investment. It's up to you what choice you make, or you choose to sit on the couch and watch something for hours, or you can actually move your body for 20 to 30 minutes. So it's your choice. You can do it any time of the day. If you're an early riser, I will advise you to do a morning workout routine. Remember, in the morning you're still asleep, so your warm-up needs to be just a tad longer because you need to warm up your body more because you're still asleep.
Yes.
5 to 10, so up to 10 minutes or maybe a little bit more.
In the end, we are finishing up here. I'm sorry we can't speak more on this topic, but we pretty much said all there is to say on the basics.
How to create, and you can use some apps over there. There are a lot of cool apps you can use. Just remember, don't beat yourself too much because those apps are made for an average person. It's a lot of logic behind it. Sometimes if you do have specific injuries, they're not really good for you. So just be mindful of that. Just listen to your body and what you commit to and go from there, right?
Oh yeah, moving on. We're finishing up here. I'm sorry we can't stay longer, but it is what it is. You guys learn the basics, so I can say that's a good deal by watching this
Yeah.
40-minute thing. All right. Well,
We
moving
actually
on.
start at 6:05, so it's not 40 minutes, and it's kind of cool. And maybe we'll do just a full body workout routine, and we'll just have a video
Yep.
there on YouTube and post it next week. Just
Okay.
basic 3 exercises for each area.
All right, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode of KNT Talk Series. Make sure to go subscribe to Be Fit and Healthy by Katya with BFH at the end. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode and
Yay. And thank you so much for joining episode 6. You see in the comments we have our charity of choice that we finally made a